Gibson USA. And that's the case. It says Gibson USA on it. Very fucking heavy, I gotta say. This thing weighs a ton. Got a nice little wooden handle on it. Looks like it's not dented up in any way. Let me get this out of here. It's the 2016 model SG Standard HP, which is supposed to be high performance. This fucking case is heavy. Protective plastic, which is would be fun peeling that off. Well, everybody, it's come to that time where I start taking the SG out and doing a few things with it. Right now, what I want to do is go over what's in the guitar case when you get it. Now, there's a couple of goodie bags that they give you, along with one which was a kind of a surprise. I didn't really think that they did this, but they did. And I'll show you that right now. Inside the case was a picture, and I believe this is my guitar after it was, I guess, finished being built and strung up and tested. In the picture, there's a lot of dust. There is an amplifier. It kind of reminds me of a Marshall amplifier that is sitting on this guy's workbench, and a bunch of these, a stack of these, which is the inspection paperwork, which goes over basically your model number, who inspected it, serial number, the date, 6/6 of 2016, packed by, and then a whole list of basically everything that was done to the guitar as far as the inspection goes. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool that they do this. And it's a little inspection ticket, inspected by number 2. Well, I guess if you're not number 1, you're number 2. Also, that comes with this is a little kind of like I wouldn't say this is a microfiber type of a cloth. This reminds me of what you would get with glasses. You know, a glasses kit that would for repairs and stuff like that. Nice little Gibson towel, rag, whatever you want to call it. Owner's manual. Not a big deal. I thumbed through it already. It really doesn't give you too much as far as specs go. Which I was kind of hoping it did. That way I would know exactly where things are supposed to fall in place. I like to have the specs of basically all my guitars. That way if I know exactly where they should be set up at. So if I make changes, I can see how much of a difference my changes were compared to theirs, like adjusting the truss rod or action height and so on. Then you have your warranty card, which is the Gibson's Gold warranty, which I recommend filling this shit out. I always do. All my Epiphones are all taken care of as far as the warranties go. I'll probably do this online. Then you have the quick starter guide for your G-Force tuning system, which I kind of like. It's not that bad. And then you have another thing here about it as far as the battery storage and everything else, disposal information, how to use it, so on, which is kind of cool. A little Allen key, which is probably to set the bridge, the tuner neck bridge height and stuff like that. And you have your truss rod wrench. Can't say Allen key because it's not an Allen key; it's a wrench. Well, like a socket. And it has a Phillips screwdriver on the end. Now the cool thing about it, like right now I have the battery on charge for the G-Force. The G-Force, I'm not too sure. Some people were saying on the earlier versions of it that it was real hard to get to the battery. Okay. I guess they corrected that problem with this because here's the battery. I saw that there was a barrel jack for plugging in, for your charger and stuff. So I'm looking at it, trying to find a barrel jack on the headstock, and there isn't one. Come to find out that just putzing around, you push the top of this, and the battery popped up. Battery slides out, and there's a small little plug on it. Do not force this in. Okay, doesn't go in all the way. This is as far as it goes. I don't, like I said, don't force it in any more than what it is. Also, with the charger comes 3 different outlet adapters for, I guess, all around the country. And since I'm in America, I'm only using the one, but yeah, won't be using those. Now, the second package that I received with this is, from what looks to me, if you're going to change out the Gibson pickups that are on here with something else, it gives you an adapter harnesses, so you could hardwire your new pickups to the end of this plug, screw down the terminals to tighten up the wires so they don't come loose, and then just plug this other end someplace on the inside of the cavity where the controls are. So I'm kind of gathering that's what this is. After doing a little bit of reading on there, that's basically what it is. So that's what comes with the guitar.